Hello, everyone. My name is Krista, and you guys were recently in contact with Will. And so, as promised, here's a custom screencast video for your business. In this video today, I'm going to be covering three key tips that you can begin implementing today to see a huge boost in business and more clients visiting your website and more traffic coming in through the door. And so, if by the end of the video you like what you've seen and you've heard, and you feel like we can help you out, then please feel free to reach out to us. We love to hear from you. If not, that's totally fine too. Still feel free to take these tips and use them and implement them on your own to see more business coming in through the door. Now let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to be covering three key things. We're going to be talking about content, citations, and backlinks. And I'll explain more in detail what those three things are as we go along. Now, content is everything here on the front page of your site, and I understand that you guys are still currently, building out your website and different things like that. But just to give you a general idea, content is everything on your front page, and that includes the words, but it also includes the pictures and what the pictures are saved as. And so, Google likes to see around 1,000 to 1,500 words of content on your page, and that allows plenty of space for you to let potential clients know what your business is all about. But the main reason why that's important is because of something called keywords. And keywords are just the terms that people use in Google when searching for the type of business and services that you have to offer. And so when you've got 1,000, 1,500 words of content and you're optimizing on keywords, it really makes your website into more of a magnet that pulls and attracts those clients in. And so if you're ever wondering how some people seem to do very little marketing per se, but still they have lots of people coming to their website, it's because of a huge reason is because they are optimizing on very high search volume keywords. I like to do a little bit of compare and contrast in this, and so I scanned the front of your site, and like I said, I know you guys are still building some things out, but I scanned the front of your website and I saw 336 words. I scanned the front of these guys' website. They're in Addison, Texas, Scott and Reed General Contractors, and I see that they have almost 1,200 words. And so remember I mentioned that 1,500 words. That's something you guys could aim for and really optimize on keywords, and it would set you on a very strong path to beating these guys out, starting with content. And when I say beating them out, I just mean ranking higher than them online and bringing in a lot of that extra clientele. Second thing I want to go over briefly is something called citations. Now, a citation is your business information listed in an online directory. And so I went in here in Google and I typed in General Contractor Addison, Texas, just kind of to show you guys an example. And right here is what popped up. It's called the Google Map Pack. And this just helps for potential clients as well as Google to locate you. They want to know that if they're recommending you to potential customers and clients that you can actually be found online in multiple places. And so that's one of the reasons for that. We use a tool for this called White Spark. I'm not going to pull it up right now just for the sake of time. I want to be respectful and honoring of you guys' time since I know you've probably got a lot on your plate. But we use a tool for this called White Spark, and White Spark allows me to see your citations, how many you have, what directories those citations are, how much Google trusts those directories. It also allows me to see that information for your competition, and so it gives us a very clear roadmap of how many citations we would need in order to start ranking higher in the Google Map Pack. And so I'm someone who loves precision and accuracy. I really don't prefer taking shots in the dark when it comes to ranking your website. And so I love White Spark because it gives me numbers and it gives me a solid idea of like the goals that I would need to hit when helping to rank a specific website higher up in the Google Map Pack. The last thing I want to cover really importantly here is something called backlinks. Now, a backlink is an authoritative website platform. It could even be a blog that is linking back to your website and they're sharing their authority with you. And because they're sharing their authority with you, your authority in Google is going up, right? And that really creates quite a bit of trust with Google. Now, I use a tool called Ahrefs. There's several different tools out there that show some of the same data. However, Ahrefs is as close to Google Analytics as possible. And so right now I can see that you guys currently don't have any referring domains giving you no backlinks. And so that's not building any trust with Google, and there's no ranking number here. But as you guys get more backlinks, more referring domains, more valid backlinks, right, that are actually passing authority back to your site the way that they should, you will see these numbers beginning to change and go up here in Google. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Now, Scott and Reed General Contractors, they are currently doing this in the area of backlinks. So they've got 114 referring domains, giving them almost 600 backlinks. And so they do have a domain rating score. By the way, that's what that stands for, a domain rating score on a scale of 1 to 100 of a 14. This is a URL strength score on a scale of 1 to 100 of a 31. So they are beginning to build that trust with Google. Now I want to show you, kind of an example of what I was talking about earlier when I mentioned keywords and just different terms you can use when ranking, when capitalizing on those keywords and optimizing on them. So here's a great one right here, Dallas, Texas General Contractors. And like I said, this is just a really good example because they've got about 70 people searching this term per month. They've got a low keyword difficulty. It's only a 5, and so it's easy to rank for this word. And so terms like that, when you are optimizing on those in your content, you'll see a lot of this traffic begin coming to your website simply because you are using a term that that searcher can relate to. So yeah, well guys, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for taking a look at this video. I hope it's been insightful and informative to you. That's the most important thing to me, is that it has actually helped you and it's something practical you guys can use. Of course, we'll be reaching back out because we would love to know if it was of some value to you. And yeah, we would love to hear from you. So thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you soon.